Lately, I've been having a bit of a trust crisis with sewing patterns, because somehow, even after checking the size chart 17 times, half the things I make still end up fitting too big, because sizes change between countries, and every pattern maker has a fitted or more oversized style. So instead of spending 2 hours taping papers and guessing what might suit me, I'm cloning clothes I already know I love wearing. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the Summer Wardrobe series. On the first one, we made this romantic lace-up top from a cotton bedsheet. And for episode 2, I want to make more pieces I'll actually reach for all summer long, replicating the clothes I wear the most. You know, I barely ever buy new clothes, but the other day I tried on this pair of pants and they fit perfectly. The width, the length, everything. So I thought, if I buy the pants and turn them into a pattern, then technically it's an investment because I can make as many copies as I want. That's sewing girl math right here. Not sponsored or anything, but if you are interested, these are the linen pants from Uniqlo. Another piece I want to recreate is this blouse. I thrifted this a while ago and originally it was from a fast fashion brand, so the finishes are not very well done and it's falling apart. But I love how comfortable and simple it is. Finally, I want to recreate this silky little scarf. I've been wearing scarves like this constantly lately because they keep my throat warm without feeling bulky, and I also love that they double as a hair bandana. I'm starting with the pants because that's what I'm most excited about. I've been wearing these linen pairs so much, and I would love an exact one, but with ruffles at the bottom. I'm going to use this Blackbird's fabric that is exactly like the one I had saved as inspiration from Pinterest. This fabric was gifted to me by Blackbird's Fabric, and I have a discount for you in the description. I started by folding the pants in half and tracing the shape onto the fabric, first the back and then the front. Then I added seam allowance all around, a little extra length at the bottom and some extra room at the waist just in case. One thing I really like about these pants is the pocket construction. The pockets are fixed into the front seam, which helps them lay flat at the front, so I will recreate that too. Now that I've been sewing for a couple years, I'm not so eager to have it as soon as possible. I've been slowing down a bit to finish my garments properly, and I've really been loving it. Taking that extra time means I know they will last longer and feel better to wear. I don't have an overlocker, so I finish my seams by pressing them open first, then to one side, adding a zigzag stitch, and finally top stitching them down. It creates a clean, durable finish that won't unravel or itch from the inside. It feels very meditative to me. This is looking so nice. I just have to add an elastic band to the waist and I can get on the frills at the bottom. Now I have a gym class, so I will continue tomorrow. For the waistband, I made sure the top of the pockets got inside the seam so they stay at the front. This little step made a huge difference in comfort. I want to make super gathered frills like I did for my romantic top. It takes way a lot of fabric and time, but it looks so beautiful. I will cut 2 stripes 3 times as long as the diameter of the leg, and little by little I'm going to make gathers. Because if I'm building a dreamy summer wardrobe, there will be ruffles involved, probably in every project. Here I was hurrying up and not recording so much because I have to go teach sewing classes in an hour and I want to wear these pants. I just cannot wait to wear them. Done just in time. Look at these gathers, it looks very good both on the inside and the outside. Here's my little new outfit, I love it! I'm so happy I finished them in time, but it seems like it's going to rain, so maybe it was not the best idea to wear long white pants. I was almost there when it started raining like crazy. Not even rain, it's also hailing. My feet are completely wet and so are the gorgeous frills of my new pants. Morning, in case you were wondering, the pants survived the storm surprisingly well. Anyway, today I'm in the mood for an easier and quick project, so I'm going to make a couple of scarves and maybe start working on the top. This project is basically just a square with tiny hems around the edges, so in theory it should be very easy, unless you're working with a slippery, silky fabric. I want to make 2 scarves, one with this zodiac fabric I've been wanting to use for ages. It was donated to me and I never really knew what to make with it, but I think it could actually look really cute as a scarf. And then I want to make another one from this red bedsheet I thrifted a couple of weeks ago. Here are the measures in case you want to make one too. I believe this could be great gifts for your friends. For the zodiac fabric, I wanted the Leo symbol right in the center since I'm a Leo. Could you tell? My birthday is on August 12th. And apparently this year there's going to be an eclipse that same day, almost the exact time I was born. It sounds like the beginning of a fantasy novel where the stars align and suddenly I discover I'm the chosen one destined to save the world or something like that. Will you be able to see the eclipse where you live? We'll have to drive a little farther south to see it properly, but luckily it's only about an hour away.
just a dream, just all in my head. Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said.
Oh no! I don't know why I thought placing the lion in the center was such a smart idea, because once the scarf falls in half, it becomes the one sign you can't actually see. That was silly. Luckily, I still have enough fabric to make another one, so I will give this version to my sister or a friend. Anyway, this was such an easy little project. The red scarf is definitely my favorite. In fact, I think I'm just going to keep wearing it today. Now let's start with the top. I laid this on the bed so I could see if I have enough of this fabric to make this top and a dress in the future, and Momo decided my white top would be the best spot for him to nap.
Excuse me?
That might mean I also need a break, so I'm gonna let him sleep. The front is cut in one piece and the back closes with buttons. The sleeves have these light little gathers, but they usually sit a bit awkwardly, so I think I'll skip them. I don't want to waste fabric because I plan to make a birthday dress with this. Just like with the pants, I'm going to try and clone the shapes of the pattern and transfer it to the fabric. I have all the pieces cut, but I don't seem to have any thread that matches the fabric. I'm going to go buy one and I'll be right back. Morning! Yesterday I finished sewing the base of the top, so all that's left now are the sleeves and the buttons. My allergies are really acting up today. My eyes are super itchy and I'm feeling very low energy, so I think I'm gonna stay home in my pajamas, take it slow and finish the top. This is looking pretty good. Now I have to work on the back with some buttons. Of course, Momo is having another nap. I'm very jealous of him because the allergy pills makes me sleepy. For the buttons, I've gone through my stash and found these gorgeous wooden ones. I'm going to play a little bit with them to decide how many will I use. The original blouse uses 5 buttons. I'm done! Let's try everything on! The blouse is very simple and plain, but since the fabric is so beautiful, it gets compensated for. I think I'm going to be using this a lot. I was not so sure about the back design, but I like it a little bit more now. Here's a close-up. I love the buttons, but the opening at the bottom, not so much. We've already seen the pants because I've been wearing them all week. But look how well matches the linen top. This might actually become my uniform for the next 3 months. Linen is so comfortable and breathable for summer. I love this outfit. I'm glad I made the pants in a neutral tone, so it's easy to combine with everything. And the little ruffle at the bottom is just adorable. These are my new favorite pants. And then the scarves give an instant colorful mood to the outfit. It seems my Pinterest board is slowly starting to become an actual closet. I still need a few more tops, so in the next episode of the Summer Wardrobe series, I'm going to be making a bunch of easy tops that don't take too much time. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, it helps a lot. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the comments. Adeu!